Hi, I'm Ken Miller, Director of Entertainment for the Broadmoor Hotel. Welcome to Broadmoor Entertainment's Interview Cafe. Since winning Best New Artist at the 2003 Smooth Jazz Awards, it has been an incredible ride for saxophonist, vocalist, composer Mindi Abair. Her songs have climbed the Billboard Contemporary Jazz charts and have been featured on everything from Aaron Spelling's Summerland to a Women in Jazz feature at the Grammy Awards to Panasonic's Jumbotron in Times Square. Mindi's last release is with Weekend of Jazz alum Peter White on a Peter White Christmas CD with herself and Rick Braun. Mindi's first release with Concord Peak Records entitled Stars is scheduled for May 6th. So, here's our interview with Mindi Abair. Mindi, it is so nice to meet you, and I'm so grateful that you're spending your time with us today.
Thank you.
It's your personal time, and I'm very grateful for that.
Oh, you know what? My time here at the Broadmoor, all good.
Oh,
I don't care. Sitting with you in the spa, wherever it is, all good.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Pleasure to be here.
Great. Well, one of the questions that we always ask on Interview Cafe is about the creative process that talented people like yourself go through when they're either writing a song or, a new solo on the sax or whatever that you go through creatively. And if you could expound on that for us a little bit, we'd love to hear it.
Sure. The creative process is kind of an elusive thing, and it's hard to talk about a little bit. I think with each person it's a little different.
Yeah.
For me, I kind of find inspiration in life. My last record I called Life Less Ordinary, because at the end of the day, I kind of looked at all the songs that I wrote for it and put them all together, and I thought, what is the common thread here? And after listening to them back to back, I thought, well, they're all about my life. And they're all about, stuff happening, whether it's falling in love, or whether it's, seeing what's on the news and reacting to that. Or one of the songs I wrote was about Hurricane Katrina, and just, the devastation of that. And, it affected us all, whether you were going through it and losing your home or not. And, being a Florida resident, I grew up in Florida. Wow, you've got to feel for them. I've tarped our roofs, and I've taken all kinds of, carpets out of houses, and, done all kinds of stuff with hurricane damage.
Yeah.
So I find that creatively, that's what affects me. And I kind of, I probably have an odd process that I don't sit down and write every day. It's not like a job. I make it, kind of just let it come out. And I'll have songs going on in my head, which kind of make it odd. We don't listen to a lot of music at home, because I usually have songs.
Interesting, yeah.
I know, as a musician, people think, you've got to have, CDs
all
going
day, yeah,
24/7, got to have music to inspire you. Actually, I'm just the opposite. I just want to, kind of hear what's in my head, and it almost, is tough to...
Fights with it a little bit.
It fights with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of listen to what's in my head, and I kind of let it develop. It can be something, and I'm like, yeah, that's interesting, but it's not ready. And it'll present itself in the oddest ways. I'll be driving down the street, in traffic or whatever, and think, that's it. And I write instrumental songs. I write vocal songs as well. So if I hear words or whatever, I'll just be jotting down, driving, kind of whatever. I'll be jotting down a staff and just kind of putting notes on it. And I'm sure it's not safe.
Oh, that's fine though. We get to hear it.
The creative process is not safe.
No, it's never safe, is it? But we get to hear what you do, and that's the best part.
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, you kind of have to wait till your ideas are formed, and they form in the oddest ways, Yeah. But I think it's fun to just kind of live life and draw from your experiences. To me, that seems to be what inspires me. My new CD, Stars, I did the same thing. I mean, there's a song about being on the road a lot, and you know, you can say your songs aren't autobiographical, you can push that away, but it's not the truth. I think all of us write from, you know, experience, whether it's, you know, something afar that we view or something we go through. And the title song for Stars is a song about, you know, me being away a lot and kind of the back and forth of a couple, me and my husband, and, you know, my husband saying, come on, just stay a little bit longer, make a long goodbye, the stars are out tonight.
Oh.
And so, you know.
God, that sounds like a great CD.
You know what, I'm really proud of it, and I really had fun, as you asked, the creative process. I really had fun writing it. I sat with friends, and we'd go have lunch and just kind of jam. It was very cool. John Taylor from Duran Duran came over. We just, wonderful. I know, we jammed for a day. We were just trading off instruments. I play a few instruments, keyboard and saxophone, and John actually picked up, he's a bass player, that's what he's famous for, but he picked up an acoustic guitar and just, you know, started just playing this kind of British raga thing. I'm like, you know, I wouldn't have thought about that.
That's cool.
But it turned into this kind of jam. We must have played 2 hours just having fun, you know. I'm playing sax and just coming up with fun stuff.
Fun. So. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it was a fun CD to come up with.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for that.
Of course.
I have one more question for you, if it's okay.
I think it is. Yeah, I'll try not to ramble as much. As creative process, there's a lot to say.
There sure is, isn't? Yeah. Well, I was just kind of curious what you thought of the Broadmoor now that you've stayed here a night, and what are your thoughts?
Doesn't everyone answer that question the same? Do you get a different answer?
Not really.
Come on, you can't be here and not just be enamored by the Broadmoor.
Well, thank you. And we never want to, you know, presume that that's going to be the answer, you know?
I'm like, have you ever gotten a different answer where you're just, you know? I mean, we drove up, and I came in from Los Angeles yesterday before we played our concert, and Los Angeles was 75 degrees, and we flew in here, and it was snowing. And it was just magical. It turned into this winter wonderland, and, you know, the Broadmoor, the big trees that, you know, just kind of landscape the place. It was phenomenal. And we played in a little lodge with the Talking Moose.
The Talking Moose is famous.
It's very famous.
Yes.
I didn't know about the Talking Moose, but I'm going to spread the word. So, you know, you have a place as grand as the Broadmoor, but yet
we still have the moose.
Cool enough to have a talking moose. I like that.
Oh, Mindy, this has been such a pleasure. I just, again, thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
And I hope you come back real soon.
I will come back very soon.
Great.
I can promise you that.
Well, thank you, and that's it for today.